it's Nely Natural, and in today's video, I'm going to be telling you everything you need to know about rice water. You'll know its benefits, where the trend originated, and how you can use it to promote hair growth. Stay tuned until the end to find out how to avoid its possible side effects. The rice water trend has been exploding throughout social media, with over thousands of videos surrounding the topic of how to make it and use it in your hair. Beauty bloggers have popularized the rice water treatment due to the amazing lengths of hair the Yao women are able to grow. The Yao women come from a small southern village in China, and outsiders know them as the real-life Rapunzels. Yao women average about 6 feet of hair, which doesn't turn gray until they are about 80 years old. They attribute their amazing hair length to bathing their hair in fermented rice water. Now you may be wondering, how in the world can rice water help your hair grow or even contribute to its health? Well, rice water is super high in vitamins, amino acids, and inositol. The inositol in the fermented rice water is a key ingredient because it stays in your curls even after you wash it out. The inositol acts as a protective shield on your hair strand, which prevents breakage, in return helping you retain your hair length. Now I'm going to show you how to make rice water. There are 2 ways to make rice water. The first way to make rice water is the fermenting method. This involves letting the rice sit in water overnight so that way its amazing hair benefits and vitamins can begin to ferment and form. You will need at least 24 hours to get the full benefits of the rice water. The second way to make rice water is through the boiling method. This method involves extracting the nutrients from the rice by boiling the water. Due to the very high temperature of the water, some of the rice water's nutrients are lost throughout the boiling process. But the boiling process is a faster way to get your rice water because once it cools down, you're able to apply it and it's ready to use on your hair. Choose the fermenting process if you have time to wait at least 24 hours for the rice water to fully ferment, if you want the most nutrients possible and you can tolerate strong smells. Choose the boiling process if you don't have time to wait at least 24 hours, you don't mind losing some of the nutrients, and you can't tolerate strong smells. Here's how to go about fermenting the rice. First, you want to measure out at least 1 cup of rice, and then go ahead and rinse it from all the toxins it may have from packaging. Make sure that you are thoroughly getting all the rice rinsed. Then add the rinsed rice to a container. Add 2 cups of water to the rice. Next, cover the rice water and make sure to store it in a room temperature, dark place in your home. This could be in a cabinet or pantry that you may have in your kitchen. Placing it in a dark place will just help the fermenting process begin. Then you want to let the rice water sit for at least 24 hours. Once it's done, strain the rice water from the rice into a separate bowl. Shake the strainer to get any remaining rice water that you may have out. Next, go ahead and transfer it into an applicator bottle using a funnel to avoid making a mess. Add 1 cup of regular water to the rice water mix. Now the rice water is ready to use and to apply to your hair. The next method I'm going to show you how to do is the boiling method. First, you want to measure out 1 cup of rinsed rice into a pot. Then add 3 cups of water to the mix. The extra cup of water is just to account for water loss during boiling. Now just stir the rice until it's thoroughly saturated by the water. Once the rice water comes to a boil, leave it there for at least a few minutes, and then go ahead and strain the rice water into a separate bowl. You want to be careful at this step because the hot water can splash. Now just shake the strainer a little bit to get any excess rice water that you may have out. Let the rice water cool down. Once the rice water is cooled down, it's ready to transfer into an applicator bottle, and I'm just using a funnel to ensure that the rice water doesn't spill everywhere. After, you just want to add 1 cup of regular water to that rice water. Now it's ready to use and to apply to your curls. Rice water can have a really strong smell that doesn't smell too good, so to mask it, I'm using one of the strongest smelling essential oils, and that essential oil is peppermint oil. I'm adding about 10 drops of it to my rice water and then shaking it. Now the rice water should be smelling much better. Once you've made the rice water, here's how you can apply it. First, you want to start off on freshly washed hair. This just ensures that the rice water thoroughly penetrates your scalp and hair strands. Then, to get an even application, make sure to section your hair off. Begin applying it to the first section and make sure to start on your scalp first. Then, drag the rice water throughout the length of your hair to make sure every strand is thoroughly coated. Repeat the process of applying it to your scalp and then dragging the rice water throughout the length of your hair throughout each section. Put on a shower cap and let the rice water sit in your hair for at least 30 minutes. Then rinse off the rice water. Here is my finished rinsed results after the rice water treatment. I have no product in my hair and my hair is feeling much stronger and healthier. I normally have a gap in that back section of hair, but after doing the rice water treatment, I don't see it there. There are some possible side effects to doing the rice water treatment. Rice water has a very high protein content. It has 16% protein. That means that it can cause your hair protein overload if you're not careful. Protein overload can cause dryness, tangles, and even worse, breakage. You can try and avoid these side effects by knowing your hair's porosity. Your hair's porosity is how fast your hair can absorb and release moisture. The higher your hair's porosity, the more open your hair cuticles are. The lower the porosity, the more closed your hair cuticles are. Higher porosity strands can accept more protein without leading to protein overload than lower porosity and medium porosity strands can. The lower your hair's porosity is, the less tolerable it is to rice water treatments. You can test your hair's porosity by doing an easy test called the float test. First, you'll need a single strand of hair. Place that strand of hair in a cup of water for about 1 minute and 30 seconds. After the 1 minute and 30 seconds, if the strand stays at the top, it is low porosity. If it floats to about the middle, it is medium porosity. And if it sinks all the way down to the bottom, your hair is high porosity. If your hair is high in porosity, do the rice water treatment 1 time per week. If your hair is medium porosity, do the rice water treatment every other week. If your hair is low porosity, only do the rice water treatment 1 time per month. While on the rice water treatment, make sure to avoid using products that contain proteins in them to avoid protein overload. Now that you know how the rice water trend became popularized, how to make rice water, and the benefits it can have on your hair, comment down below if you're going to be adding this into your natural hair routine. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you liked the video, please subscribe.